What's up, everybody? You are in luck. I am about to start on another project lawn, and I'm doing this video a little different than any other one I have done before. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So before I get into this video, I want to make sure that you are subscribed. Click that button, leave a comment if you have any questions about any of the applications that were done here, and join in. Let's have some fun. Now we'll get back into it. Quick backstory. This place is going to have a wedding on it, just like the last one, in 21 days. I don't have a whole lot of time, and I have a lot of work to do to it. So I'm going to take you through a step-by-step overhaul of what this is getting day one, and then we'll follow along with the change. Step one, and probably the most crucial, is to go ahead and measure out the lawn. This is the first time I had ever been to this place, so I didn't really know what I was getting into. I did just a quick walk one way, walk the other way, did my pace to come up with a pretty rough estimate of what both the front and the backyard were. With that complete, I now know everything that I'm going to need as far as application rates, so let's talk about that. I'm using both RGS and Green Pop. I'm going to use my Ryobi backpack sprayer. I'm using meso ft.² Select, my Sunjoe Scarifier, and the barenbrug RPR to get this thing whipped into shape. So the first thing I'm doing here is going to scarify this whole thing. Pretty simple. I love this little cordless Sunjoe. It just works fantastic. But really, it's just great for these small properties like the ones that I've been doing all these projects for. This is going to rough up the soil. It's going to grind through some of that growth that's in there and just give a nice spot for the seed to get down and make contact with the soil. A little bit of a note here. That scarifier will kick rocks, so definitely be careful. Watch your shins. If you have anything in the lawn that is loose or heavy that could be picked up and thrown, I would get that out of the way first. Once you've finished all of that, it's time to get the mower out and clean up the debris. Make sure you get everything off the ground as possible you can. So bag it, get it done. Well, now it's time to load up the sprayer. So for this, I'm going to run about 3 gallons total out of my Ryobi backpack sprayer. You can use any backpack sprayer you want. I am definitely not tied to this brand at all, but it does work extremely well. Now, for the application rates, I'm keeping this just, again, straight out of what the seeding and overseeding pack does. I'm also going to use a rate of ½ a teaspoon per 1,000 square feet of the meso ft.² Select, 15 ounces per 1,000 of the Green Pop, and 3 ounces per 1,000 of the RGS. Just another quick tip here. It always makes sense to clean out your sprayer when you're done. And if you have it, use a tank cleaner neutralizer like Blazer. It only takes a very small amount. Pour it in, mix it up, shake everything, and make sure you dispose of it properly, but it'll keep things running smooth for a long time. Now to the fun stuff. I'm overseeding this lawn with 6 pounds per 1,000 square feet of the barenbrug RPR. The hopes of this is just to have a Hollywood-looking lawn by the time the wedding takes place. Now, I don't see this place, again, being absolutely stellar, but I think we can make a major impact on it by the time the guests arrive. The RPR seed germinates so quickly, and it will provide an awful lot of great color, even if it is in a very immature stage. This isn't something that has to be super long lasting, as it can be a project going into next year. I've seen the RPR germinate on sidewalks and really pretty much anywhere. So I have confidence that this is going to pop up really quickly and it's going to give some great color very fast. So that pretty much wraps it up, aside from one last piece, and that's watering it. So let's talk a little bit about that first. I'm actually going to have him water the same way that I've been doing my golf green out front. Just small little spurts about every 90 minutes for just a couple minutes per zone, just to keep everything nice and moist and allow that seed to jump up. It really isn't going to take much more than that. Let me talk about the meso here for a second. I use that more for its pre-emergent effects, just to try to keep anything else from germinating while that seed's coming up, because it's safe to do so. I also wanted to see if I could clean up anything else that was in the lawn, which I think is going to need a secondary application before this wetting takes place. So it has that twofold approach, which I do like. I haven't had the best of luck with it just as a standard weed killer like a lot of people have, but you know, it works for this scenario very well. So last thing, I want to make sure that everybody's subscribed who might be finding this for the first time. I'd like you to be part of this. I'd like you to join in, and let's have some fun and see where this lawn goes, and if we can get it under the gun in 21 days. I'll talk to you real soon.